I want to say something about travelling to and from Mount Athos, the holy mountain, and indeed travelling on the mountain itself. As far as international destinations are concerned, Thessaloniki, the main town of, or the main city I should say, of northern Greece, is the most obvious starting point. It has an international airport. A bus leaves there from early in the morning if you want to get the ferry. If you're not into getting up early, you can stay in a hotel in Uranopolis, which is the last town, if you like, on the Chalkidiki Peninsula before the mountain itself starts. So it is a peninsula, so it is connected by an isthmus to mainland Greece, but you can't actually drive there or even walk there. There's a wall, there's a boundary which you cannot cross. So you have to come to the mountain by sea, which is appropriate really because of its holiness. It has to have a sort of natural barrier, which so somebody who wants to come can come, but the curious can't just wander in. So you have to make an effort, you have to spend a bit of money to get onto the mountain. So the main way of getting here is the ferry, or the ship, which just goes once a day. It leaves Uranopolis at 9:45 in the morning, and it takes about 2 hours to get to Daphne, which is the main port of the holy mountain. There are several monasteries actually on the coast as you go towards Daphne, so if you're going to one of those monasteries, then your journey will be shorter because it actually stops at the port of these, or the harbour of these monasteries. There are fast boats which go to Daphne and some of the monasteries, but I think the most obvious way is the ship. It's a very pleasant experience, a wonderful experience even on a fine day to sit on this ship slowly making its way down the coast, and it's an appropriate prelude and conclusion to a visit. As you on the way you acclimatise, you prepare for entering the holy mountain, and on the way back you prepare for returning to the world. But if you're in a hurry, you can do the boats, which are fast boats, which are much quicker, obviously about an hour or so. I would add a note of caution about the boats on the east side. If you look into the map, you will see there is a fast boat service on the east side of the mountain, but you have to bear in mind this is open sea, right? What you're looking at now is the gulf between Mount Athos and Sithania, the next peninsula, and this is a very calm area because it's protected on three sides by land, so it's much calmer than the open sea on the other side, which means that the ferry service, well, it's not really a ferry service, fast boat service on the east side is often cancelled because the seas are too high. It's only a small boat, and if the wind's above a certain speed, then they just cancel it, or it goes some of the way. There's one or two monasteries on the way down on the east coast which have a proper harbour, which means the boat can moor and come in. But some of the monasteries which are advertised in theory as a place where the boat will stop, generally speaking it can't stop there because the seas, even on a relatively calm day, the seas are such that it's very difficult for the boat actually to stop at these places. And also, even on a calm day, it's a choppy ride. I mean, I've been on it twice now on a basically normal summer's day with no real wind, but the sea is still quite high and the boat is chopping through the sea, and it's hard. You have to have a strong stomach. You have to be a good sea traveller to stomach it. I mean, so last time I was on, somebody was sick. I felt a bit off colour myself. I found looking at the horizon, I remember somebody advising this, look at the horizon, and I tried that, and it helped. But really, it's much nicer to sit on a big ship on a calmer sea. So it's only really if you really know what you're doing that I'd recommend that. And also, as I say, the main point, if you sit on the ship, you have time to think about going to the Holy Mountain or going back to the world, and to have a prayerful journey. So I hope the Lord will bless you in your pilgrimage.